How's it going, guys? It's DJ here, and this is a commentary, and it's going to be quite a long one because I'm talking about Call of Duty today and how it's losing players and how I think people, the developers and stuff, have to start doing so they can actually get the players back in the game. And I'm going to try and go through as fast as I can because, yeah, like I said, it's going to be a long commentary. And the gameplay that's playing at the moment, I have no idea what it is because I haven't actually recorded it yet. So it'll be B stuff, obviously. Hopefully I'll just play a lot and get that. And so let's start this here. The Call of Duty Advanced Warfare's EXO movement. Although everyone was asking for a change from Ghost slow-paced shit that it was doing, Advanced Warfare's EXO movements also turned off a lot of traditional COD players that loved the old sort of gaming, the old shooter aspect of the game. The EXO movements really turned them off. I was talking to a few people, and a lot of them had people in their clans, but all the people in their clans just left, stopped playing, didn't even want to play Advanced Warfare just because of the EXO movements. And because of those EXO movements, they just stopped playing because they just didn't. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was not the same Call of Duty as that they've been playing for the last few years. And the futuristic settings of these games as well. Developers have to make something back in the old days again, like World War II. Vietnam War, something like that. Maybe even Modern Warfare would still be better than the futuristic sort of games that they're putting out. Just because I believe everyone is just getting fed up with futuristic guns, futuristic games. They just want to play with the old guns, old games like the AK-47, like the legit gun, like the ACR. They just want to play with their favorite guns that they've played for and not be playing with all these random new guns, and they'll be like, yes, it'll be so great. Even I want to play with those guns. I'm like, man, I want to play like friggin' MW3, like World at War. I want to play World at War again. That game was fun as shit. And Black Ops 1 as well. I never really got into it, but I want to play the shit out of that game again. Unfortunately, there's nobody on it, so I can't play it. And of recent times, Black Ops 2 has been considered the best game so far. And this gets me into another little commentary, a short little thing, saying that PC games, if you haven't noticed them, PC games, shooter games on the PC, there's only 3 of them that are main like competitors. There's Counter-Strike Global Offense, Battlefield, and Call of Duty. And one thing about them that the other ones don't have is Counter-Strike. I've been playing it, and I've played about 3 hours of it. And on the stats there says 5 million people, unique people played last month in one game. Call of Duty doesn't even have like 1 million different people playing multiplayer at all. It is like a single player game. Supposedly, I think it's either 30% or 10% out of the millions of people that buy Call of Duty games only log into multiplayer. The rest of them just buy it for single player. And so that's like less than 1 million people, or like it's probably over 1 million, but they'll play it for that first like few days and then they just won't play it again because those 30% of people just thought they tried out and then they're like, nah, this is shit, I got destroyed, or like it's nothing compared to what I thought it would be, and they just leave and don't even play. And then it's down to like the last 5%, which is like at least 20,000 people playing the game at once. Like, I swear I only verse the same people every single day in Advanced Warfare. If I'm playing Advanced Warfare, at least 1 or 2 of the people I verse, I have played them before. It's crazy like that, and I'm just like, what the fudge? I've versed these people so many times. And I just think it's down because you can't actually see how many people are playing Advanced Warfare on the servers. They don't have the counter for you, but on Ghost, in the last like month or so, it was like less than 20,000 people in total were playing. That's crazy bad. And I believe, if I went back to Black Ops 2, I believe there's more people playing Black Ops 2 than there are playing Advanced Warfare at this moment. Just because they love the old feel of the game, and it's like the best game of recent times that came out. Like MW3, they had a few problems with it that people didn't like. And Black Ops 2 came out, they had problems like the tracker, target finder, head glitches, and like the shotgun. But that's like the only two problems. The only two. Like, the score streaks were amazing. If you could get them, then you felt so good killing, like, with people with lodestars or swarms of dogs. You're like, yes, I'm wrecking these kids. It's amazing. And the time to kill wasn't bad. It was pretty slow, which means you were even able to jump around a corner and survive in that game. If you got shot, you could actually survive. It was amazing. I like played it after playing Ghost. I was like, holy shit, I can survive I can survive getting shot in this game. It's a miracle. And a lot of people love the crap out of that game, and I think it's going to get played for ages and ages. And if it was on next gen as well, it would still be getting played by more people than either Ghost and Advanced Warfare combined, I believe. And yeah, that just goes back to the thought that Call of Duty might have to just stop at one game. Stop releasing a game every year and just go back to having just one game that they should play. Just like Counter-Strike Global Offense, it's been the same game for 14 years and it's got 5 million unique players in 1 month. That's because it's the same core thing. It hasn't changed. So many people play it and it's so enjoyable. It's even a lot harder to get into the game at the start because you have to you're versing people that have played it for ages and ages and they're good at the game. And this is your first time playing it. And you have to like follow recoil patterns and shit that you would never have thought about in COD. COD you have to aim and it's way too easy. Everyone can pick it up, play it and get like a few kills off the bat super quick. And Counter-Strike Global Offense actually challenges the shit out of you. And I posted a gameplay on Team Deathmatch yesterday on that, and I went 32 in like 21 or something like that, which isn't good. It's good, but it's not great because that's TDM, and I was just spraying with the P90, which is an easy gun to get kills with. But if I was playing competitive, like not even competitive, just casual search and destroy on there, I would be getting wrecked. I've only got MVP like once, and I've like killed like the most kills I got in the game was like 12 and 10. I think we still lost. And I was like top of the team, so I was like, holy shit, I actually got top kills. It's way harder. If you have like good aim and shit, you can like screw the shit out of people. And I think Call of Duty needs to either fix up the way they play. The game is played fine, everything about it's fine, except I think they should just go back to standard without the exosuits, play it the same as it's always been the traditional game. And for like next year, just keep the game and then not release any other games for a few years. Just like even like have a 2 or 3 year gap, maybe just 2 years. Have like 20 prestiges or something. Just keep adding new things into the game, and also have like DLC. Like the first years, the DLC is the same. Like every 3 months or whatever it is, like 4 DLC in a year, and then if it's like every 2 years or something, change it so it's like 2 DLC a year, and the DLC have to be good, and it's none of that shitty micro DLC, especially if you're buying the season pass. Micro DLC pisses people off, and that's what turns people off, because if you're buying the season pass, you expect all DLC, and then they say the micro DLC is not part of that, and you're getting pissed off because you're like, you gotta be kidding me. Micro DLC should be part of that, because I paid $60 extra on top of the game. I'm paying like almost $200 because I bought like the Hardened Edition in the first place, and it's like, well, fuck you guys. And I think balancing the game and removing all the glitches as well, especially if they give like a 3-year thing. I know there's 3 companies, and a 3-year thing would be a 9-year development in the game, and by the time they've developed the game for a 9-year cycle, the graphics will be outdated, because 9 years is how long it took for like PlayStation to go from PS3 to PS4. So another 9 years, or like 10 years I believe it is, PS5 will be out. And if they're working on one game for PS4 and PS3 even, they wouldn't be working on PS3 because they know in 9 years time that thing will be dead. Like no PS3s will be working. But if they're working for PS4 and then they release the PS5 or something like that, the Xbox One, 1/2, whatever the hell it is, then that's when it's going to be getting screwed up because they're going to have to like rush out a game for the PS5 or some crap, and then it's just going to be crap for that console, and the PS4 console is going to be good, but it's going to be outdated graphics for that as well because they've been working on it for 9 years, and other games may have already made a sort of storyline for that sort of thing because lots of stuff would have been leaked in a 9-year cycle, and other games could have done something, or the hype for the game won't be as high. It may be higher because there's a longer wait, but it probably won't be as high because people just forget about it as well for a 9-year thing. And that's the problem with if it was like a single game company like Battlefield, only have like the one thing, Battlefield 2, 3, 4. I think at the end of the year they release, I think this year basically they've released 2 Battlefield games, Battlefield Hardline and also Battlefield Front 3 or something, Battlefront 3 or whatever it's called. And I think they're both Battlefield games, I'm not too sure, but the company that does make it, their games are for like PC and PS4 sort of thing only. They are on Xbox, but it's mostly they work on their PC sort of thing and have their graphics up the highest is what they want for Battlefield. And recently, because it's so high, and they're not really working on fixing glitches and stuff, and so they've lost a lot of players because the game wasn't working on PC as well, and that's their biggest team sort of thing, like their community is the PC players. And the same about COD. If they fix the PC COD version as well, like gave them dedicated servers, like a list of servers so they could join whatever server they want, gave them like map features and mods tools and all that stuff that they all want. I don't know what they want because I'm not really a PC player, but everything they want, if you gave them all that, there would be people coming back every year for those games as well. And I believe though, keeping it, like Counter-Strike, that game's been the same game for 14 years. If Call of Duty stopped at one of their games, I believe if they stopped at Black Ops 2 and they just ported it for the PS4 and Xbox One, it would have got so much more support, I think, their games. But I know they can't do that because they do have 3 devs, and I think they can't change their dev cycle to any longer than a year at most, because then the games are just going to get stale for 2 years, especially because they won't be working on them with DLCs and stuff. And people will just be still waiting for the next one, because that's what they will do, unless they actually just say, we're stopping at this game. This is like, if they like make the perfect game, then they can stop at that. Like Black Ops 3 could be the perfect game, because Treyarch made like 3 consistent sort of games so far. Modern War was pretty good. I enjoyed the shit out of that. It was just fun, fast action fun. Black Ops 1 was good. The snipers were balanced as shit. If you sucked at sniping in any other game, you could still quick scope the crap out of people. Black Ops 1, you actually had to try your ass off to snipe. The snipers didn't even shoot in the direction you wanted them. That's how hard it was. And if you could do well in that, then you're a beast friggin' sniper. And Black Ops 2 is just, the snipers were patched as well. The ballista, I know people can just go quick scope in montages with that shit, but if ever I use it, it's a hit marker 24/7, so tops to you guys. If I can't kill using like 10 seconds, then that's good enough for me, because then I can just AN90 for you. But their games have been the most popular ones so far, not because of zombies as well. Zombies has pushed their games way, but like everyone loves their games because of zombies as well. And I believe if they like just stopped at Black Ops 3, everyone would be happy, and they could also work on their competitive side as well, because they're using the same games over and over. They don't have to learn the same maps over and over. Like the competitive CSGO people or whatever it is, I don't know much about them, but if the game's been the same for 14 years, then everyone can learn how to can learn the maps and learn everything about the maps, like any glitches or anything. People will know where everything is, and they can counter everything, and it'll turn out being like really hard. Like, it'll be like gunfight sort of thing. Will be like the only way people are going to win, because they're going to know where everyone's going to be, because they just know every spot in the map. Like, it'll be much more competitive than what COD now is at the moment. And I also think in multiplayer they have to remove a lot more game modes. People are being spread out along so many game modes that it just becomes impossible to find games by the end of the year, because they've just added so many random freaking game modes, and it pisses me off. And they're bringing in gun game as well, which I don't know if it should be in there, especially if they have freaking infected and all that other shit. There are a few game modes that they should remove. The Atlas 24/7 game mode should be removed, because if anyone is playing that, you can't find any games anyway, so you just search, like Australians can't find any games, you'd be just searching for 24/7, and they have to remove that game mode. Another game mode that should be removed would be the Moors one-shots should be removed, because they're making play for the mosh pit version. If they're going to keep both in there, then they shouldn't. They should remove one, get all the players out of that into the other one, so they're not having like 10 players in one mode and then 20 in the other mode, sort of thing. And if you wanted the game to be more set for casual and comp players, League of Legends has one game mode, and it's popular as shit. Well, it has like 3 game modes, but like one standard mode, and it's popular as shit. Same as Counter-Strike, it has like 3 modes, popular as shit. If they changed it and only gave you like 3 modes so you can actually do well at a mode, like Search and Destroy, I know Team Deathmatch would have to be in there, because everyone loves that stupid game mode where everyone camps their ass off and slow pace, and it's the crappiest game mode in the world, but somehow people love it. And also, I reckon Domination, Search and Destroy, TDM, and for the competitive sort of game, I keep Hardpoint in, because Hardpoint has been a good competitive game mode that everyone has loved. And I think Capture the Flag would be there, because it's a competitive game mode, and it's something that's been in every COD so far, apart from Ghost, for like ages and ages, and everyone knows what it is. It's like a traditional game mode sort of thing. It's like, yeah. And same with Domination, same with TDM, and Search and Destroy. Those same game modes have been in every COD, and if they kept it to like 5 game modes, then it'd be perfect, and everyone would be in these modes, and you'd actually be able to find games for each mode, and it would actually be fun, and people would actually still play it, especially if you kept the same game going for like 4 years. If you just stayed with one COD game and just stopped making any more, then everyone would keep playing it, because there's only 4 modes and you can still find games a lot easier. So I hope you guys did enjoy that. That was about 18 minutes long. I hope I didn't bore the shit out of you, and I hope you got that through, that Call of Duty has to have something changed within the next few years to try and keep it up to standards with all those other COD games, all those other games out there that people have been playing a shit ton of, and COD is just slowly dwindling. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later next time on another video.